Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Tim Scoutelas here, coming to you live from the back lot high above the SAC in Wilmington, North Carolina. It is Monday, the 18th of May. Feels like, hope everybody had a good weekend. It sounds like things are really starting to come together for a lot of the dealers. I think there are also some patches where guys are, struggling here and there with a few days. But I think in general, the lifting of the stay-at-home orders in most states is beginning to be felt on the retail side, especially in automotive. I certainly think there was some pent-up demand, both on the wholesale and on the retail side. So I wanted to cover with you a couple of reports that I saw over the weekend from Friday that I think are certainly worth sharing. The first one that I have up on the screen here now is the weekly used retail direct-to-dealer wholesale and wholesale auction price index. So what NADA and JD Powers did here was they benchmarked March 1. So it really seems like everybody in the industry is taking March 1st as that jumping off point, right? The last day everything was normal. And saying, okay, what happened with, from there? And on this particular analysis, the light blue or the Carolina blue line represents wholesale prices from that point on. And you can see we got down to as much as, almost a 15% drop in the middle of April. And we saw it bounce back, considerably. And I think we're even, watching that come back even more and more, just talking to guys. There were certainly some deals to be had if you were paying attention closely. And there might be this perception now that things are starting to tighten up, and you can kind of get that picture here. The dark blue line represents used retail prices. So this is something that we're tracking at First Look and Max carefully. I'm going to share that with you in a moment. But you can see they have remained relatively steady. And I think that's good news for everybody. So if you are, pricing cars aggressively, you're probably going to retail out of them. We're going to continue to, monitor these metrics and caution guys on the 1 to 3 year old vehicles. You'll notice here this gray line is direct to dealer wholesale prices. So what this tracks is if you are a manufacturer and you're buying cars directly off lease from the OEM. So it's GM Financial, you buy them before they hit the auction, or Toyota, you're heading to Dealer Daily or whatever they call their platform to get those off-lease cars. Those are the prices that you have to pay directly from your OEM to get the off-lease vehicles. They're always a little bit higher than the auction prices. You can see that they've come down a little bit. We'll continue to monitor this. I really think this is an awesome report from NADA and JD Powers. But what I also want to share with you, though, is some information from First Look and Max. Let's see here. Oh, okay, it's right here. I got to share. I got to bring it over here with you guys. And this is our, perfect storm analysis, okay? So what we did at Max Digital is we took our market listings and we developed a tool we call it the perfect storm report. Perfect storm analysis. And what we did was we're going to say, we're going to benchmark March 1 as an important day as well and say, okay, here's where retail prices are based on the market listings that our search engine is finding. And you'll see they are very much in line with what NADA is also reporting. Today, Monday, the 18th, we see about a 3% drop. That's down slightly. I think it was about 2.8% last week, and we'll continue to monitor that. The cool thing about this report, though, we have the ability to regionalize this data. So this is the national data. If you wanted to do an analysis on just the Southeast, right, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida, we could see it's up even a little bit more, closer to 4%. Right, we notice a big drop in the average price. And then I ran that also for the Midwest, okay, which shows a 3.4% drop. That's also up just a smidge from last week. So retail prices continue to hold pretty strong, considering all that's going on. stay tuned. I hope everybody has a great week. We've got tons of information to share with you this week. I'm actually getting back into a store later this afternoon. We'll see how that goes. Tim Scoutelas, 2 p.m. with Timmy. Maybe that's what we'll call this, all right? We'll talk to you guys soon.